Monsieur, hands now! No! Get the f on the ground!
On June 30th, 2025, a routine patrol encounter in Berrien County, Michigan, turned into a deadly confrontation. Deputy Cal Landon of the Berrien County Sheriff's Office approached a vehicle reportedly parked on private property, responding to what initially appeared to be a simple, suspicious vehicle complaint. As Deputy Landon neared the car, he made contact with the occupants and asked for identification. Seated inside the vehicle was 48-year-old Joshua Coffey of South Bend, accompanied by an unidentified woman. What followed happened in an instant. Instead of providing identification, Coffey abruptly fled on foot. Without hesitation, Deputy Landon pursued him, leaving the vehicle and entering a nearby park. The terrain shifted from paved surroundings to open grassy areas, and the chase intensified as Coffey pushed deeper into the park's interior. The body-worn camera footage, later released to the public, captured every moment of the pursuit, including Deputy Landon's verbal commands urging Coffey to stop. During the chase, there was no indication of what would happen next. Coffey eventually slowed down, turned partially toward the deputy, and appeared to signal surrender. This deceptive moment created the impression that the foot pursuit was coming to an end. As seen on the body cam footage, Coffey lifted his hand slightly, suggesting he was ready to comply. But the situation reversed in seconds. As Deputy Landon closed the distance, Coffey's body language shifted sharply. Instead of surrendering, Coffey reached into his clothing and suddenly drew a firearm, catching the deputy off guard. With no warning, Coffey fired 2 shots at Deputy Landon. The attack happened so quickly that the deputy had no immediate opportunity to draw his service weapon. At that moment, Deputy Landon was holding a taser, preparing for a non-lethal arrest. Now faced with gunfire at close range, he was forced into a life-or-death decision. The body cam captured the urgency of the moment, the sudden violence, the rapid movement, and the critical shift from attempted compliance to armed resistance. What began as a routine property check had now escalated into a violent encounter, placing Deputy Landon in immediate danger and setting the stage for the deadly exchange that followed. As the 2 gunshots echoed through the park, Deputy Cal Landon reacted within seconds. With Coffey firing directly at him, the deputy had no choice but to transition from his taser to his service weapon under extreme pressure. The body cam footage shows the urgency of this moment: rapid breathing, sudden repositioning, and the desperate attempt to avoid being struck by gunfire while still trying to return fire to stop the threat. Despite being fired upon at close range, Deputy Landon managed to draw his firearm and fire in response. Coffey, still armed and engaged in the confrontation, became the central threat. The exchange lasted only moments, but carried life-altering consequences. Deputy Landon's rounds struck Coffey, stopping his assault and ending the danger he posed. As Coffey collapsed, the body cam footage captured the deputy's immediate shift from defensive action to defensive caution. Deputy Landon moved carefully, ensuring Coffey no longer posed a threat while maintaining awareness of his surroundings. Officers are trained to assume a firearm may still be accessible, and in this case, that training would prove accurate. Moments later, Deputy Sabrina Larada arrived on scene as the first backup unit. Her body cam footage documented the aftermath of the shooting. Approaching cautiously, she located Coffey lying on the ground. Coffey was unresponsive, and the firearm remained in his hand with his fingers still on the trigger, a clear indication that he had maintained control of the weapon even after being struck. Deputy Larada confirmed that Coffey had sustained fatal injuries and was already deceased by the time she reached him. Her arrival marked the transition from an active threat situation to a secured but critical scene, requiring immediate containment and documentation. As Deputy Larada evaluated the surroundings, she also ensured that Deputy Landon was safe and uninjured. Standard procedure in shootings requires checking for physical and psychological impact on the involved officer. The body cam footage reflects a scene marked by urgency, shock, and rapid unfolding of events, the kind of real-time danger officers face during unexpected armed encounters. At this stage, the suspect was down, the threat was neutralized, and the first phase of scene security was complete. The next phase, investigation and evidence preservation, was about to begin. With Coffey pronounced deceased at the scene, the focus shifted to securing the area and initiating the formal investigation. Deputies established a perimeter around the scene in the park, ensuring no civilians approached and that no evidence was disturbed. The weapon Coffey used, still in his hand with his finger on the trigger, became a central piece of evidence as investigators documented its position carefully before removal. Supervisors, detectives, and crime scene technicians soon arrived to begin processing the area. Body-worn camera footage from both Deputy Landon and Deputy Lorata provided investigators with a real-time account of the events. Coffey's attempted surrender, the sudden drawing of the firearm, the 2 shots fired at Deputy Landon, and the deputy's response under immediate threat. The footage was preserved as crucial evidence for the internal review and for any external investigative bodies. Meanwhile, deputies located and secured the woman who had been with Coffey at the beginning of the encounter. While she was not involved in the shooting itself, investigators needed to speak with her to understand the context of the incident. Although she has since been located, details surrounding her interview and involvement remain confidential due to the ongoing case. As standard protocol in officer-involved shootings, Deputy Cal Landon was placed on administrative leave. This policy does not imply wrongdoing. Instead, it ensures that officers involved in deadly force incidents undergo mandatory evaluation and that investigators can complete their review without operational pressure. The sheriff's office emphasized that the investigation would rely on physical evidence, body cam footage, witness accounts, and forensic processing. Coffey's firearm, found in his hand at the moment of death, reinforced the sequence of events outlined by the deputies and captured visually in the recording. The discovery of the weapon exactly as described confirmed that Coffey posed an active threat during the encounter. As the scene cleared and the immediate danger subsided, investigators conducted a final, thorough overview of the park, ensuring that every piece of evidence connected to the confrontation was identified and preserved. The area where the pursuit ended, the location of the struggle, and the spot where Coffey fell were all photographed and marked for the investigative record. What had started as a routine approach to a suspicious vehicle parked on private property had transformed into a fatal, fast-moving encounter. A foot chase, a sudden armed assault, and a deputy forced to respond in a life-or-death moment. With Joshua Coffey deceased at the scene and the firearm still found in his hand exactly as captured on body cam footage, investigators began organizing the sequence of events that led to the shooting. The unidentified woman who had been present at the start of the encounter was located shortly after, allowing detectives to confirm her safety and gather initial information from her, even though further details about her involvement remained confidential due to the open nature of the case. Deputy Cal Landon, following agency protocol for any officer-involved shooting, was placed on administrative leave. This step allowed investigators the necessary space to conduct a full and impartial review without operational demands placed on the involved deputy. Supervisors documented his account, preserved his body-worn camera footage, and ensured he received the required post-incident evaluation. With all key individuals accounted for, the investigation shifted fully into its formal stage. Crime scene technicians, detectives, and supervisory personnel prepared to examine the collected evidence, body cam footage, witness statements, the recovered firearm, and the physical layout of the scene. Their findings would be used to construct a complete and accurate picture of how the encounter unfolded from the first contact to the final moments. The case now moved forward through the established investigative process, where each piece of evidence would undergo detailed review before the final conclusions of the incident were determined.